Hello everybody, it's time for once again a recap for actually 3 months this time around. And there is a very obvious reason for that, why it has been 3 freaking months. And that is because I've been really busy with school. So surprise, surprise, I do have life outside of YouTube and like streaming and gaming just in general. Now, unfortunately, I will not be sharing most of it. At least not anytime soon, because I am currently trying to get my portfolio somewhat set up so I can actually showcase some work that I would be somewhat proud of in context of that where it has been. So basically I've been doing compositions for games. I've been doing really the past half a year has been mostly just doing music. Even before that, it has been about a year that I've been doing music for games quite a bit, basically all the time. And while it is mostly student projects, some of them will be actually paid projects. But for my student projects, I will actually try to make a show reel of music in their proper context if I can find video material for at least most of them. So yes, that has been what's been going on, and it has been really fun. I have really enjoyed composing music while I am really bad at it still. You gotta do something to get better at it. And that has also been something that I've been doing this January, of course. That's just something I've been focusing. Even though I should be focusing more on just programming itself, that is something that I already have a keen enough understanding that I can more focus on hyper specializing myself in actual making music. But besides that, I have been doing a lot of stuff with there's been other things which I cannot actually share. Or I could, but I'd rather not. They have been more personal stuff. But that doesn't mean I haven't been just doing a lot of gaming. I have done a lot of reading and a decent amount of watching videos and just media just in general, like a couple of movies here and there, and actually surprisingly little anime on the, which is slightly unfortunate. A couple movies though, so that's a thing. But I don't have a specific enough opinion about the movies that I've been watching that I actually don't feel like I want to talk about them. So instead, this video will be mostly just focusing on games, just what I've been gaming, because during November I actually finished 6 games, and then in December I just finished one. But without further ado, I suppose we should get on with explaining the games. So the first game, I'm going through these in the chronological order that I finished them in. So first of all, I finished Blackwell Unbound at the very first day of November. That I finished it during that day, which is kind of a funny coincidence. I just barely managed to eke it in there. And I have been enjoying the Blackwell series quite a bit. They are point-and-click adventure series. They are, if you like point-and-click adventures, they are pretty good. They have a unique feel to them. They have a very, very interesting protagonist, or the main character at the very, the main character, definitely. It's complicated. And they have a unique setting. They are fully voice acted. Their art is very lovely, and it's pretty unique. No, well, not unique in the way that it's pixel art and it has a distinct style to it. And, it is point-and-click adventure, so if you like, if you don't, it's kinda hard to, recommend them if you do not enjoy point-and-click adventure games. But I did enjoy it, and it's been fun. I do have my gripes, but just in general, point-and-click adventure games always have a certain pitfall to them, and Yes, these are no exceptions. And it's a series that I will slowly be going through. There are still 3 games left that I should complete, and yeah, are finished. And I will, like, in due order. So, next. The next game I finished, and I will not be saying the exact dates because that is unimportant, is a game that I finished actually on stream, which is Ori and the Blind Forest. It has been a while, but honestly it's been on like 2 months. It doesn't feel that long, which is kinda surprising. So, or 3 months at this point, so it's whatever. I did really enjoy Ori and the Blind Forest, and I will be getting on the second game at some point. Maybe in the near future, maybe, who knows. I'm going to be trying to focus more on streaming in the near future anyways, because I do want to, like, I have a lot of backlog, and I want to get through them. So, you know, more streams in the future. I did talk quite a bit about Ori during my time, and now fortunately I do not actually, I will not be repeating what I said there in here, but just in general, Ori and the Blind Forest was a fantastic experience. Now I have been spoiled with my choice of roguelike, not roguelikes, but Metroidvanias just in general, and that is one of my favorite genres ever. And all of them have their ups and downs, and Ori is no different. The art style definitely is a thing that, while it is strikingly beautiful, it does have some problems to it, which is an unfortunate double-sided blade, double-edged sword, this one, which is the fact that it is very high fidelity art style means that it causes some distinction issues when doing precision platforming. But that is also a skill issue. And I think the trade-off is worth it because the art style carries it so heavily. It is so beautiful, and it is in no way looking like anything else. And that is something I really like about it. Also, the combat is pretty nice, the platforming is just in general very tight otherwise, there's a lot of varied environments, the abilities are very cool, there's a lot of secrets, it's just all around really fantastic, and it is doing a lot of the storytelling is done non-verbally, it has a lot of environmental storytelling, it's a lot of done with just character acting, the music is fantastic, the movement, like the freaking abilities are some of the most fun abilities I've had in a long while. There's a lot to love. So yes, Ori and the Blind Forest, just fantastic all around. Then I finished Chasing the Unseen, which I did also showcase in a stream, if I remember correctly, or from that roulette, and it is kinda hard to describe the general genre because just calling it a platformer is reductive, let's just say. Calling it a climbing sim is inaccurate. Calling it a walking sim is just not correct. But it is at the same time all of the above. It is more of a meditative exercise, a journey through emotions and vistas, landscapes, creatures. Very specifically creatures, because the really humongous creatures were like the main appeal, and they were the really big selling point throughout the most of the game. But in the end, it also did do a lot of communicating with the environments and general theming and idea of thinking stones and what exactly those cairns actually mean, and there's a lot of symbolism that is actually pretty hard to decipher just from the gameplay, and requires a lot more heavy thought, and while the message from the game is like the authorial intent is very uncertain, it is something I really did enjoy just in general, because it was very, very unique. It's one of the games that feels like no other, because the closest comparison I have is like Shadow of the Colossus, which, yeah, no, that doesn't explain it at all, and I think that's just fantastic. It's better that it doesn't have anything to compare it to, because it's like a very unique sort of pacifist exploration of monsters just in general, and environments, while still having a certain sense of trepidation and danger to it, and it's just unique. So it's hard to describe, but it was something completely different, and I did have a certain it's hard to describe, but it did leave me contemplative. It did leave me with a lot of thoughts about a lot of things, honestly, and I think that's just fantastic. You know, if a game leaves you with your head brimming with thoughts and emotions, and just trying to parse out what you exactly are thinking about, and while it's not exactly a struggle in the way that it is painful, it's more a struggle because it is complicated, complex, and nuanced, and it is a very vivid landscape of thoughts and feelings, and that is, I think, the best way to describe how it felt after the game. It still is kind of difficult to like recommend the game, but I think like checking out how the game looks, checking out the gameplay just in general, I think that communicates well enough how the game actually functions. But it's something quite unique. Then I finished a lovely little puzzle-based visual novel called malViolence, which was a rather exhilarating experience. I very much enjoyed what a unique sort of environment it had, what unique characterization the villain, let's call them, had, and what a unique sense of personality the game conveyed. It is a free game, and I should recommend everybody to go and test it out. It's not very long, but the puzzles, while somewhat difficult, are not annoyingly so, except on the hardest difficulties it got. Some puzzles are just really hard, which is fine, but some of them are really challenging, and others are pretty freaking easy, and I just enjoy that because I like puzzles. That's just a genre I like. Now the visual novel aspect of itself, that's something that I also very much enjoyed, because the characterization was just fantastic, and I really, really enjoyed it. And it actually had like really decent voice acting, which, you know, for a free game, that is just pretty freaking cool. So yeah, that's fantastic. That's really freaking lovely. And it also was something that they started in a game jam, if I am not mistaken, which is not exactly something... Well, they finished it later, so gave it a lot of polish, made it really stick out. So yes, I would really highly recommend going and checking it out, at least, because why not? If it's free, you know, just go and give it a shot. You might enjoy it. Yeah. Then time for another game that I did showcase in a game roulette stream a while back, which is OVIVO. And let's just say, my goodness, what an experience. A musical adventure platformer of challenging proportions, but not annoyingly so. an experience like no other. Striking visuals, beautiful landscapes, and a fantastic journey all throughout. Oh, I feel like I am repeating myself, but I did showcase that in a Game Roulette stream earlier, so I'm not gonna talk too much about it. I really, really liked how striking this game was. Unique visuals, unique and striking visual style, and combined with a musical adventure, musical motif to it as well, which really gave it a little lovely little spice on it. Yeah, that's really lovely. I really liked it. It is something where, once again, this is a more spicy game in the way that you will know if you will enjoy it, which is a rather common theme for the games that I really enjoy, that they have a lot of unique spice to them. So yeah, this is striking at the very least. Then we shall change gears to a little bit of a different game, which is Strange Horticulture. I guess you could say it is a shopkeeping simulator of sorts, where you have to sell plants to customers and potions, and also explore areas to find new plants, and it's a lot of things. What it isn't, however, is straightforward, because it actually is a puzzle game once again. No, boy, I feel like I'm having some repeat thoughts here. But yes, it is a puzzle game for sure, and it is a unique sort of puzzle game. But I don't think I can actually talk about that without going into spoilers. If you like occult things, you will enjoy the game. But it is... I don't know how to say it without spoiling it. It's a bit of a peculiar game. It has a lot of botany flavor to it. It has a lot of... maybe not problems from interpretation, but it has a lot of unique features that may pop up because of communication problems from the author to the gamer, the audience or the player. In the most way that this comes up is when some plants are described, you might not connect them in the same way. Now, this could just be an issue on my end, because I am a special kind of stupid, so... But yeah, I'm looking forward to trying out the sequel to the game, because it has to do with... I can't remember, it had to do with items, it's something like the reliquary or something, I can't remember right now. But yeah, I really did enjoy, but it is very unique. And it had a very particular style of puzzle to it, which does present unique challenges that might have problems with communication of information. But yes, that's a game. And next up, we'll have to discuss one of the heaviest contenders at the end of last year that did contest a lot of awards, and that is Dispatch. I finished the game in like 2 sittings. Now, a lot of that has to do because it is very short and it has excellent pacing, like very top-notch pacing, and it was really easy just to continue from one episode to another. I do know that a lot of people had to wait like 1 week between the episodes, but I feel like the episodes were really well paced in the fact that they gave a lot of good, or the episodes were really good stopping off points. So it would be something that you could just come back week after week. Now I do wonder exactly how the game will be. Well, it's obvious that it will have a sequel. At least I'm like hoping it will, because it was really good. But it was, in my mind, one of the best love letters to superhero media just in general, done with honest to God sincerity. It was just full of love and brimming with jokes and just enjoyment and appreciation of the genre of superheroes in like all of its aspects, with all of the flaws and faults and all of the little nuances and little it had a lot of the like commentary that has been going on round about superhero media just in general, in the way that it has a lot of social commentary to it, but it felt more appreciative of superheroes just as a genre of storytelling, and without like mocking, but honest to God, just like appreciating them. And sincerity is something that is really difficult to pull off without becoming too cringy or too overbearing. And even though it had a lot of jokes, the jokes felt really natural. The comedy, in my mind, was just really fantastic, and the character synergy, just like the character interactions were just really so freaking good. And the most weirdest thing is the gameplay was really just annoyingly good, in the way that they synchronized really well the story aspects with the gameplay, but because I am still like usually focused on the gameplay first, and the gameplay was something that really scratches my itch really well, I unfortunately wish we could have just a game focused on the gameplay management aspect. Now that might be just my special kind of awesome speaking, but I really, really would like a game in the same manner that focused only on the dispatching. But the story was really good, so I don't exactly have anything to complain about there. The game is just all around very, very good. Oh, the voice acting is really freaking nice. The animations are really, really freaking good. I have practically no complaints, other than I would like more. Which, if a game leaves you wanting more, that I have no way to say that other than that it's a success. So, yeah, it's a successful game. It's a good game. It's really enjoyable. It's really fun. Then, from office drama to another sort of drama, Of the Devil, episode 0. Because that is like a prologue that is free to play. And the game just recently, in December, if I'm not mistaken, received episode 2. And I will not spoil anything, other than just give some certain aspects that will hopefully sell the game to you. Of course, it's free, go play it. The episode 0 is free prologues. If you like detective games, or visual novels, or deduction games, or social puzzle games, go play it. It's free, and the prologue is short and will give you a taste of what's to come for the next episodes. Even though I haven't played those, and it's been really difficult to avoid spoilers, because I enjoy the artwork really, really a lot. The characterization and the character designs, and it's all so feels it's really weird to say this, but it feels like custom made to me because it just tickles me in the right way. The visual style is something that I just really like. It's something that just like sticks to my mind really well. It has a certain je ne sais quoi which just really is memorable and very I have no other word for it. It's just very attractive to me. I think it has a lot to do with the fact that it is so heavily stylized, and of course the visual sort of storytelling in the game is very similar to like games like Danganronpa and Ace Attorney, which are both games that I really enjoy as well. So it just has a really lovely blend, and that just comes out so well. And yeah, go play it. It's free. Go test it out. I loved it, and I am so much looking forward to playing the next 2 episodes. And I really hope there's gonna be more. It's just, oh, it's so spicy. It's good. It's very lovely. Then I have a couple of idle games to give you here. I'm mostly showcasing these because I finished them and I want to just like say that I did, even though that's mostly just because of just including them here for sake of completion. First I played through Tower Wizard, which is an interesting, unique sort of idle game. It's not the first game that has you pondering an orb, let's just say, but it is a fun little short distraction. It doesn't last too long. It has some interesting things to it, let's just say. I kinda enjoy the art style. It is just lovely pixel art. It has some really lovely little aspects to it, and some of the unique incremental upgrades are something that I, like. But it's an idle game, so it's an idle game that doesn't last you too long, which, depending on your taste, is a good or bad thing. So, take it or leave it. Next up is another idle game that I finished by the name of Escape the Cradle. And this one is cute as buttons. It has a very unique sort of main character to it. It is a child, let's just say. A small cute little child just going through the dungeon and slaying enemies. And while that could be a bit creepy, it is ultimately very cute. The artwork is really adorable, and in the end it's an idle game. It doesn't really have you doing all that much. It's once again kinda short, but it is cute, so that's I guess that's a selling point, huh? It's cute. It has nice artwork. That's I don't know what else to say. It's an idle game. If you want an idle game that doesn't last as long and has a cute art style to it and kind of heartwarming theme, that's a thing. It's there. If you want it, you can play it. It's not very expensive. And then we'll move on to, once again, a little bit longer games. This time, first up, Spiritfarer. If I remember correctly, I highlighted this in one of the, or showcased this in one of the Game Roulette streams. And it is... I have a lot of emotions about the game, which are hard to sparse without spoilers. But this game left me an emotional wreck in the best possible ways. It is very cute. It has a bit too much heart and soul put into it, and that is just like, it resonates very heavily. It has a lot of things you can do. It has a lot of ways to kill time. It is very relaxing. It has a lot of cute and adorable things to do, and it has a very the art style is just fantastic. It's really, all of the animations are so detailed, all the environments, but it is a game that, well, it might be just me. No, it's not just me, I don't know, because I talked with my friends. It has some moments that are kind of heart-wrenching. It has an interesting concept to it, just in general. And it's very difficult to talk about it without spoiling it after I have now finished it. So I really love the game. It's something that I'll probably never forget, because it's a very unique story and experience. And it showcases the power of video games. Gosh, I'm starting to tear up just thinking about it. The game just showcases the power of video games and games just in general as a storytelling empathy tool. And it's really good at that. So yeah, it's good. It's really good. It's very, it was a memorable experience, an unforgettable one. As we are reaching the end of the list, there is one last game that I finished that I want to talk about, that I've been aiming to finish for a really long time, and that is Raging Loop. This is a visual novel that I was keenly aware from, I think, about during the first year that it was released. And a lot of that has to do with the people I talk with and my own personal preferences and online communities. I don't really take part in many online communities, so let's just say that I passively observe them from a safe distance. And this was an interesting, unique sort of visual novel that did play into my hopes in a good way. And it is a mystery-based visual novel, so I really can't exactly talk about anything without spoiling it. So I'll give you the premise quickly and give you a few of the selling points. It is a story based around the social deduction game called Werewolf. Basically, there are bad people, they kill one person a night, and you have to deduce who they are. That's how Werewolf goes. Yeah, that's how the visual novel also kind of represents itself. Until it doesn't. And that's good. That throws it in for a loop. A raging loop, you could say. It's kind of difficult to explain the huge selling points of the game. So the big thing is, of course, the main character comes back from death with memories. That's a huge point. That is an integral point to the story. And the main character is very unique and without going into further details, something that you have to really, really pay attention to. What sort of a unique, what sort of person they are. I ultimately wish the game was longer, but that is, well, actually, considering what I like to do, how I like to go through games, it is kind of unique for me to say that I wished the game was longer. Even though I said that for this patch, that is something that I will say for Raging Loop here as well. I do wish it was longer. But the game is basically fully voice acted. I really like the voice acting, and voice acting is not cheap in the slightest. So it makes sense that it isn't fully voice acted. It makes sense that it wasn't far longer. And there are, of course, story things that people can be annoyed about, and I've been just going through other people's opinions, and whatever, everybody can form their own opinions. Ultimately, I really like the game, but I can see why some people wouldn't. It has a very sort of unique premise. Well, like, the premise isn't unique, because death games are quite common, but the main character is the selling point for me, at the very least, in my mind. But that came pretty apparent to me after playing the game for a little while, so yeah. But I don't want to spoil it any more than that. If you do like visual novels, you probably will enjoy it. So that's basically it. You look at the premise, you know it's a visual novel, and that kind of explains if you will enjoy it or not. You will make your own judgment based on that. And then the pièce de résistance. The final game I want to highlight. I have not yet finished, gotten a good proper ending for it, which is pretty annoying to say because it is getting really difficult to finish the game, because it's difficult, it's a hard game, and that is one turn kill. If anybody tells you that innovation is dead in gaming, they don't know what they're talking about, because this game is basically unlike any other. And it is based around killing opponents in one turn. It has a lot of unique nuance to it, because it has a lot of deck building aspects to it, card upgrade, there's a lot of little details that you will find during the gameplay itself, and those will showcase themselves rather quickly, let's just say. But the specific way that you have to build your decks to be combo machines, sheesh, let's just say that this game just really struck a nerve in the best possible way. It is a unique, challenging puzzle because of a lot of different reasons. And I could go more into detail about those, but this game really, really should be played to experience it properly, because it is so unique and so freaking interesting. It's just something I have not really played ever before, even though it looked on the surface like it was something like just a generic card game. But no, it has a lot of unique selling points to it, or basically one, but everything kind of builds around it, so it has one unique selling point and everything built around it is just synchronizing with that perfectly. So it is really, of course there are once again some spoilers, which is really difficult to explain without going too heavy into details. But the game is a puzzle game. I think very strictly said, it is very obviously a puzzle game. And that is very apparent when you get to it. And at the same time it has a lot of freedom, so it's really open-ended puzzles. It's really hard to explain, but I think I think you'll get the gist of it, because it's the deck building aspect, the way that you have to build your decks to be combo machines that are not reliant on a perfect starting, like exactly perfect starting hand, but close to a perfect starting hand, mean that you have to have a somewhat flexible game plan. And it's difficult to explain anything else than that, because it's so cool. I just could gush on about this, because the art style is just lovely. Sorry, I just bumped my table. The art style is lovely, the music is lovely, and yeah, the gameplay is king. So that's just so good. But that's basically it. With that being said, I think this recap will come to an end. Hopefully, next one will be only 1 month. That is the plan. Let's see if I can stick to that. I will be streaming a lot more in the near future. This week I was already planning on 2 streams, but you know how it is. Sometimes things don't go according to plan. So, we are here. Now, I am still working on a lot of videos, honestly, but I will first focus on getting my schoolwork in order that I can actually be happy and satisfied with, and I can actually kinda, steal some more time to do other stuff. I would really like to have some free time. Yeah, even though, as you can see from the length of this video, I do have some free time. But just in general, I would like to have a bit more to do, more videos and scripting, and there's so much to do and so much to enjoy in this life. But for now, I will thank you all for your continued support and your continued attention. I hope you have enjoyed. I thank you all once again. Have a great day and stay awesome. See you next time, either during my next streams, or the next videos, or just in general in Discord. So feel free to approach. Have a great day and stay awesome. Ganmu out. Thank you.